Tonight and only on WRAL, these photos of the state-owned vehicle issued to North Carolina Auditor Beth Wood on top of another vehicle. Wood is now charged with hit and run. Thank you for joining us. I'm Gerald Owens.
And I'm Michelle McConaughey. Wood still has not said anything about what happened. We're hearing exclusively from the person who found out their car was the one that was hit. WRAL's Matt Tallhelm joins us live now with the interview you'll only see here on WRAL, Matt.
Yeah, Michelle, that crash happened in this parking spot right here. It is the last spot here on South Salisbury Street as you head on down to the corner here, trying to turn right onto West Hargett Street. Now, we were able to obtain an insurance report that Wood filed with the state. This is a state-owned vehicle. In it, she describes her account of the accident, but doesn't exactly describe what those photos show.
I get a phone call from my daughter that literally, she says, there's a car on top of the car.
That's the call Chris Valverde took from his daughter when she discovered this. Her dad's white Toyota Camry smashed beneath the undercarriage of this black Toyota Camry.
And the last thing she told me was like, hey, the car that's on top of my car is a state government vehicle. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
A few days later, Valverde received this initial crash report from Raleigh police. It's dated December 9th, hours after the crash the night before. In the report, the officer describes Vehicle 1 was left with the engine running, yet not occupants nor a driver of Vehicle 1 were on scene or located at this time. And the driver of the vehicle appeared to have fled the scene at this time.
I was just kind of like in awe of, one, like how can something happen like that? And then two, why would somebody just flee the scene like that?
Valverde says he didn't discover who the driver of that other car was until he called the state's insurance provider earlier this month.
She's like, okay, I can't give you who the driver was, and it was Beth Wood, the North Carolina State Auditor.
WRAL obtained the insurance claim report filed by Wood 4 days after the crash, the same day Raleigh police charged her with hit and run. Under accident description, Wood wrote, I made a sharp, sudden turn and struck a parked vehicle.
Like the car was on the side wheelie, I guess. How she drove up on the car and it was on the side.
Valverde says he just wants some accountability.
We trust our government officials to be responsible in everything they do, and I think that was very irresponsible of her to flee the scene.
We've reached out to Wood and her attorney several times over the last few days, and today we have not heard back at all. Now, Valverde tells us his daughter actually was driving his car to work. She works here in downtown Raleigh. He says the insurance process is taking a long time right now. It could be months before that car is repaired, if it can be repaired. He says his daughter's having to find other ways to get to work, and that's an added expense right now.
Also, a lot of questions still unanswered here. Matt Tallhelm live for us in downtown Raleigh. Thanks, Matt.